Good morning and what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another Subi Shaves video with me on a beautiful day. Hashtag Team All Blade and hashtag No Blade Left Behind. Come on in, throw me a Subi smile, and all I gotta say is squad goals. Thank you for being here, for clicking in today's video, and for joining me. Hopefully wherever you're watching from, you're drinking something tasty, you're sitting in a comfy chair, and you're ready for a shave. You know I am. Today we got just over 48 hours of stubble, and we're gonna be knocking it down with Mike's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous razor from Shield. I gotta give him a shout out. Massive thanks and huge appreciation from the heart. I love this razor. It's beautiful. It's bright, vibrant green, and it absolutely screams like, you know what I mean, green screen-esque. I think it's so much fun. It had so much flair, and I really believe that he has gone to another level when it comes to fit and finish and tolerance. It covers the blade tabs. The razor comes in at 63, 64. It has 0.05 millimeters of exposure and 0.95 of gap. So it's what I would consider a very, very mild, if not like neutral razor, right? It feels very, very easy to use. There's very little blade fill, but it has enough gap and performance to it that it cuts efficiently and close. I really love the razor. Again, this is his DE Shield head, and I just cannot say enough about it as a head shaver that enjoys a mild yet efficient shave. Again, it's not fiddly with the actual blade tabs, and I love the way that it comes to you from him to your door. It looks like this. It's just got his own flair to it. Huge shout out and massive thanks to my friend and subscriber here on our channel, and razor manufacturer, producer, and really a person that is trying to think outside the box with everything he makes. Again, this is the Cerakote coating, and I didn't say this last time because I didn't really know, but as I was cleaning up the black one I used recently, one of the things about this Cerakote, and we'll talk about it a little later, but one of the things is the cleanup on these razors is so easy because of the hydrophobic nature of the actual razor. It doesn't get like the residue from soap or like anything like that. When your stubble build up, anything like that, it just washes right out of the razor super easily. And the finish, I'm telling you this, it really does make a difference as far as slickness and performance. At least it did for me against other razors that have like a satin finish or something that's been sandblasted on, glass coated on. I really, really like this. Again, massive shout out and huge thanks to Mike. We're going to be using it today, the DE razor in titanium, Cerakoted green. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. We're going to be using as a soap and kind of a spotlight for the March season, Bailey's. It's one of my favorites from Doug over at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. I do not know if this is going to release this year. I've had it from previous years. This is an old soap. I love the way that they did the actual like the after splash, because it looks like whiskey, right? If you look at that, you could fool me even. It looks so brown, and it definitely it packs a lot of punch to it. I want to call that out. It still has a lot of cinnamon and vanilla, boozy-esque. It's really fun. It smells exactly like you're pouring out yourself a thing of Bailey's, but as a shave soap. Today it slapped. It's really, really, really slick, very hydrated, very, very, very shiny. I did notice it's like I said, an older soap. It's not released this year yet. I don't know if it will or not, but because it's an older soap, I did have a little bit of like pieces that didn't fully emulsify into the actual lather. I want to call that out. That's really just some of the age to the soap and some of the actual product getting kind of older and harder, but that's not a problem. It's something that happens with almost all my shave soaps. You can see it just goes on so easy, so slick. CK6, it smells as good as it shaves. Let's do this thing again. And really quickly, I want to call this out. I am using a Mountain Hare shaving brush from my buddy Jeremy, but he didn't actually give me the brush. I traded for this one. I saw it and I was like, I would love to own that brush. So I actually traded another person that had one, but it's got a Declaration grooming brush knot in it. It makes just the most pillowy, soft, gorgeous lather. Declaration grooming, no joke. I love that brush knot. And I did use Ian's awesome soap slicer. I love this thing. I've gotten really addicted now to not actually having soap on my fingers. I didn't realize how much that bothered me, but now that I haven't had like to scoop my soap out of my fingers, I don't ever want to go back. I love this. Ian, massive shout out. Last shadow, absolutely absolutely hooked it up and sent it out. I love this thing. It's so freaking awesome when it comes to scooping your soap out and putting it into your scuttle. And again, I did use the Dreamscape scuttle from Phoenix. Awesome product. If you haven't and want to use a scuttle, I highly recommend it because of the heat. It does help the soap to kind of get soft and helps break it down and make a really nice lather. At least it does for me. Let's start some shaving. It's going to be a fast one today. Like I said, I love this razor, and I think Mike has done an extraordinary job at thinking outside the box when it comes to wet shaving products that he offers, right? We see the AC SE razor, we've seen the Stomper razor, some of his like the evolution as far as the Artist Club razors. I love what he's done, and I love the way he thinks, and it kind of goes at different situations, right? I like that he's attempting to improve the actual craft by offering razors that are, you know, almost utilitarian-esque, but at the same time have his own unique flair and style. Really cool to see Cerakote being used on a safety razor product, right? Wet shaving product with Cerakote. I like the concept of it. I like the durability added to it. Titanium's never going to have a problem, but I also like the concept that you have a finish that increases or improves performance, right? I think that's really useful. I think it's very unique, and it's something that I've only ever seen him do. Be cool to see more people kind of go into this because it adds more colors, it adds more customization, and on top of all of that, it should kind of increase the overall durability and longevity of your finish versus some of the other ones that tarnish or stain. Hopefully this does not stain as badly as other satin finishes. That's my hope. The other one, the black one, I couldn't see any water on it. It dried really easily, and my favorite part about that razor was the cleanup. As I was washing it off, there was no residue from soap, no buildup left over, and I really like how well it cleaned up. We're going to do the head shave today. Again, we're sitting on just over 48 hours of stubble, and we're using some Derby Premium Black blades. Hopefully that gets everybody up to speed with what's going on the actual shave products. I love this thing. It is smooth, it's effortless, it's super easy to use, and it just knocks down stubble like autopilot. One of the things as far as a wet shaving tool, right? Sometimes you're trying to balance efficiency to blade fill and performance. And for a head shaver, especially for people that are coming into the craft, it can be daunting, right? You're looking at all these different exposures, all these different numbers. When you're trying to decide how much blade fill do I really want on my head, at the same time, how much performance do I need as far as getting through that dense and really thick stubble? I have a hard time because I have two types of stubble, it seems like, on my head. I have this soft, really fine hair, and then I also have dense coarse stubble, and I almost need a razor that can do both. And this is one of the ones that, for me, every time I pick it up, it's an effortless, easy, very smooth shave. Again, the DE2 autopilot mode. I don't do a ton of buffing with the razor because I don't have to. It reminds me, if you were to ask me what it reminds me similarly to, the Carve razor. The Overlander. If you're a person that's done any research, you're looking at more mild but high performance or pretty effective, efficient razors. The Carve Overlander is one that has very little blade fill, cuts very close, and it's almost too easy to use. Where you kind of get like, you're just like, okay, I'm done shaving. That's how this razor is for me. To be really honest, man, that's so sweet. Talk about an underneath the rainbow pot of gold. This is like getting one of those spoonfuls of the good stuff, right? Just the mallows. I love this razor, and I love that he's kind of gone to the DE head razor as a standardized 95. I think that's such a perfect amount of gap for the exposure, making it more neutral. I think it's very smart, and I think it really offers a shave that would be a pill or be ideal for the majority of people. I feel like there's definitely people out there that are searching there. They want the most blade fill they can get their hands on. They want the most exposure. They want to fill the edge of the blade every single morning. This is not that razor. I'm going to be straight up very clear. This is not the R41, the Icon Tech, not in the slightest, and I love it for those reasons, right? I pick up the Icon Tech or the R41 probably once every few months, whereas I would use this as a daily driver way more, like, because it just is so forgiving. It's so easy to use. It takes so little effort. And Mike is actually, I don't know if everybody knows this, if you follow the channel, you probably do. Mike is actually a fellow head shaver. So not only is he making the razors, but he's making them purpose-driven and he's testing them daily. So I believe that's part of the reason the razor performs as well as it does. It's because this is not not just created by someone that's trying to make the bottom end, get a little extra on the wet shaving industry. He's actually a person designing and developing razors based on, a need. And I love that. I think it's a purpose-driven machine right here. It's so nice. Look at the hydrophobic nature. Do you see that water just running off the finish? You don't get that with regular satin finishes. Look at this. I love that. That makes me so happy on the inside because I absolutely detest usual satin finishes on titanium razors. It drives me nuts. My skin almost sticks to them and it like pulls, and I absolutely hate that. Aluminum razors have it. I stopped using aluminum very much because of that reason. I absolutely hate when my razor sticks to my skin. It drives me nuts. It drives me bonkers. I've been a person, and I actually have been just kind of given the slant eye, you know what I mean? Kind of looked down upon occasionally for buffing and polishing razors and removing finishes that were satin. I won't use any names, but I definitely received my fair share of criticism for polishing razors that were satin. I don't like the satin finish usually. I like this one. I really, really, really like this one. Again, this Cerakote actually does work. It actually improves, increases, and changes the performance of the razor and the razor surface. It almost feels like a polished razor without having to do all the work of maintaining a polished surface. For anybody out there that's wondering what that means, usually when you own a really hyper mirror polished razor, every time you use it, it's going to develop residue. You're going to see fingerprints. It's going to be it's going to take a little bit of extra work to keep it at that level of shine. And I can see the kind of the allure to these satin finishes, because after you get done shaving, right, you just pick it up, clean it up, and you're away and ready to go for next time. And I like that a lot. Oh my goodness, such a smooth, easy, forgiving. Are you seeing this? It knocks it down to the ground. And we're using the Derby Premium Black Blades, which are very mild. So not only are we using a mild razor with a pretty high efficiency, but we're also using those mild blades, and combined together, oh, it's good. Oh, it's so nice. The smell of Bailey's just lingering, the vanilla, the spicy nature of the soap, all together with a boozy note. I don't think you can knock the smile off my face. Oh, it was an awesome shave. It was close, comfortable, easy, effortless, and a huge shout out again to the guys making the software and the hardware, because without them, right, we'd be stuck using who knows what. Oh, what an awesome shave. Absolutely to the bone, super close, ultra comfortable. I love getting a shave like that. That's why I like doing this, because I want to showcase that it is possible to use a wet shaving product to get as close of a shave as you could ever want, that is effortless, that is just absolutely it honestly took no effort. It was BBS. It was just right to the ground floor. Oh my goodness, I love that. You can see my shimmer on my skin, and that's no splash, nothing on top, right? That's just the post shave from the soap. Look at how close and shiny and smooth and comfortable my skin is. Absolutely cannot speak to the value and to the performance that this razor really offers. The closeness, I just love that I can get a shave that shimmers and it shines and it doesn't have any irritation problems, nicks, dings, no red spots. I think that is a winner. I think it's a home run shaver. If you're looking for a mild performance, like almost a neutral razor, but packs some punch, Mike has got it over there, and he's got it in titanium, he's stainless, aluminum, and he's now offering brass. I heard he's now offering brass. The guy's going crazy, he's going wild, and he's producing razors that I know I personally am excited to use and give me really, really close, comfortable shaves. Let's get a little splash on here and see how we did. Oh, I can tell you this, it was very, very comfortable today. I love when I get a shave that easy, that effortless, but every way on my head is smooth, right? It's a BBS that's another level of BBS where you can go any way on my head, any surface, and it's smooth and comfortable and soft. I love soft skin, right? It makes the whole entire thing worth it. It puts me in a mood, in a place where I feel like I can accomplish anything. And with a little bit of boozy vanilla Bailey's going with it, oh yeah, I'm ready. I am totally ready for the day. This was an awesome shave. Thank you for joining me for it. If you haven't, please go below. I'd love to see you all in the comment section. Let me know if you own a Shield product and how you're enjoying it and how it's treating you. I'd love to be able to show that to Mike and take that to him and say, hey, listen, we got all these people that are rooting for you. I want to keep encouraging him to continue to challenge what he's doing, because I think he's offering a really great product at a great price, and he's offering something that I'm I'm not seeing a lot of other people do. Right? I mean, he really is challenging himself. He's stretching himself, and I think that's going to produce great long-term products for the wet shaving community as a whole. Thank you again for being here. Hopefully, we'll see you on our next shave. And until I do, suits out.